we're just going to use these accounts to create a chart of accounts. If you flip back a page, we're going to set it up to look pretty similar to this one that's on page 92. So, very first line, chart of accounts. And then, let's see. And we'll go ahead and put Ross Company up here. So that way you know what company it's for. So we're going to start with the balance sheet side. So we're going to have two columns, just like on here. So you want to make sure when you write these to make sure you leave enough room to write on both sides of the paper. Balance. See, I've already written too big. I'm writing too big. I got to figure out how to get smaller. So balance sheet accounts, and I'm going to go ahead and put a title over here on the other side just so I don't forget that we're going to have stuff on the other side too. Make sure I leave room. Income statement. Accounts. So I'm going to start with assets. Assets are going to be numbered in the 100s. So, because all of our account numbers are going to get, or all of our accounts are going to get an account number. So I'll do 100 assets. And I already know there's going to be a cash on the list, so I'm going to go ahead and write down cash. So that's going to be account 110. So I'm going to go back to the list, because the next one it shows in the example is petty cash. So I'm going to look and see if there's a petty cash on here. So I don't see a petty cash, so I'll skip that one. Now we've got an accounts receivable. So here we've got an accounts receivable, Tyler Link, and an accounts receivable, Megan Alvarez. So since cash was 110, so I'm going to make the next account 120. So we don't have any petty cash, but I'm not going to leave that open for petty cash. So I'm just going to make it account 120. The AR for accounts receivable. And I'm just going to go with Tyler Link. And then I have another accounts receivable for Megan Alvarez, so that account number is going to be 130. And the reason why there's a gap between the account numbers is so if later on you need to add a new account, because eventually these are going to go in ledgers, and all your ledgers are going to be organized by account numbers. So if you need to add another account, you can stick one in here to give them account number 125, and so on. So we have 2 AR accounts. So now the book shows a supplies. Let's see if we got a supplies on here. And we do. So here's supplies. So give that account number 140. Supplies. And then in our example, we have a prepaid insurance. So I'm sure there's a prepaid insurance in here. Right there it is. So that's going to be 150. Prepaid insurance. Looking to see, make sure that covers everything. Make sure there's not something here that's in the book, not in the book. Okay, so right now we've accounted for our assets. So then in the book, it shows the next one down, liabilities. So we can kind of skip a line. Liabilities are going to be in the 200s. Like that. So the book shows accounts, 2 accounts payable. So we have in our list of accounts in our work together, 2 accounts payable, so we'll just write those. So the first one is going to be 210. I'm just going to write AP for accounts payable. That's Sure Supplies. Our other account payable, that's going to be 220. For Megan Alvarez. So then below that, we're going to start a new section for owner's equity. Those are going to be in the 300s. So we'll skip a line. 300. Owner's equity. So it looks like we're going to have 3 accounts, the capital, drawing, and an income summary. So we'll start with the capital. I'll just go ahead and number all those. 310, 320, and 330. So we'll look for the capital account. So here it is, Clara Ross Capital. Then we should have a Clara Ross drawing. Right here that is. Here it is, Clara Ross drawing. And there should be an income summary. And if there's not, we'll just erase it. Okay. So I don't see income summary on here, so I'll just erase that 330. Or if you wrote it in pen, just put a single line through it, that's all right. Okay. So now we're on the other side of our sheet, income statement accounts. So first one we're going to start off with is revenue. So that's going to be sales. That's going to be in the 400s. So we've got revenue 400. $410 sales. So I'm sure there's a sales on here. Right there it is. Alright, so there's about 4 minutes left. I'm going to stop here. I'll pick this up tomorrow. If you want to go ahead and finish it off, I mean, you can kind of see how it's going to work out. You know, just follow the steps there. So I'll stop there for now and finish this up tomorrow.